these people. What does this say? Keep twitching your way through this rant. Go ahead, Blinky. Do you think that's a diss? I have Tourette's. Do you think that's a diss? Brother. This is what I mean by Ellis Island IQ. Like this.
Yeah, I do think that's a diss. How about this? Yeah. Having Tourette's, that's a straight up diss. What is it? All of my goons have Tourette syndrome. Every guy on YouTube, there's something about YouTube. It's internet cancer. You stream long enough, you get Crowder-David's disease, you have mysterious illnesses all the time. You instantly become either internet cancer ridden. You have what do they call that when you've got immunodeficiencies? Okay, you're long COVID for the rest of your life, and this is the better choice, you have Tourette's syndrome. Yeah, it's a diss. In fact, it was enough of a diss that you had a meltdown about it, VRILLIUM. That was VRILLIUM. If you don't know VRILLIUM, he's also known as Butt Sexton, aka Adult Baby Diaper William. Now, here's the craziest part about him. He's got, I don't know, he's got on YouTube 100,000 subscribers. He's got tons and millions of views on Instagram and stuff. He's got no views on Kick. Weird. Mysterious. How does that happen? You would think that the audience would transfer. But all of that, listen, all of the hype around him that he gave himself by having his dad pay for bots, none of that amounted to him not showing up for my show last week. That's right. VRILLIUM watched PodAwful live. And the most insane part is nobody even noticed. This is real. I just happened to go back. Somebody left a comment on the last episode, the last free episode with Jaden McNeil, our special guest. And I went and I clicked the little timestamp they left. I wanted to see, what's the little funny part they liked? I look at the chat, and sure enough, in chat, it says, VRILLIUM Live, at VRILLIUM Live, I mogged both your metrics today alone. I have 2 metrics. I'm measured by 2. I mogged both your metrics today alone. Get the content up, guys. I deserve deserving A-loggers. Well, I want to address that in 2 ways here. First of all, let's address the mogging. I straight up butt mogged you all over the timeline, all over the YouTube, and you're about to witness it. It was insane. Second of all, I deserve deserving A-loggers. There's a little phrase out there, VRILLIUM, and allow me to introduce it to you. It's called famous last words. And now, let me introduce you to PodAwful.
So I get brutalized by these fucking people, like ratioed, just destroyed every single day.
That happens to the best of us, except me. Butt mogged.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Welcome to PodAwful. I'm your host, Jesse PS, aka VRILLIUM's new arch nemesis. Happy to be here. Hope you guys are happy to be here too. Hi, henchmen.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
HDH.
Is everybody tweeting at VRILLIUM Live right now and making sure he knows that he's expected here within the next 15 minutes? He's late. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Jesse, you're late. But in fact, what ended up happening was VRILLIUM had agreed to do the program tonight. And by agreed to, I mean I just said he was going to do it in a tweet. Now, I assumed because last time he showed up, and again, no one, did anybody notice? Did anyone hear?
I saw somebody talking about it, but I didn't actually see what he said.
Right. Hugh, you were the only person during the show last time that even saw that he was tweeting about me live during the show. Losing it. And we got to get into that here in just a sec. Actually, let me just take a look here. Yeah, you know what? We'll jump ahead a little bit here, actually, because here he is. He tweeted out the live stream from last week. Like, people tuned in because of VRILLIUM's recommendation. Thank you. And here he is. He's saying the same kind of thing. He's saying, when will people learn that they're just not as good at content as me? No one in this space is. Crazy. You're brand new and you're not good. I mog them all to death on every metric across all platforms. I'm one guy, truly disheartening. Where's my equal? Well, I don't know where your equal is. I would have to look in a gutter somewhere. Where's the gutter to the gay sex factory where they let the runoff, where they pour their toxic sludge? Because I might find your equal in there. But have you met your match? We'll see. I think so. Because before the program began tonight, I just tweeted out that VRILLIUM would be on the show. I assumed he would show up. And instead, what ended up happening is he blocked me, which is psychotic. Straight up. That's crazy. After the back and forth we had a week ago on Twitter, this dude was losing his mind. Now, the craziest part is that tweet I just showed you, VRILLIUM, and this is so, by the way, how much fun is this? I mean, it's just so incredible. VRILLIUM, I didn't tag him last week. A week ago, there was no @VRILLIUM Live at all. Nobody tagged him, which means VRILLIUM was name searching himself. He was looking up, trying to find out, hey, what are people saying about me lately? You know, he spends all day name searching himself over and over again, trying to find out, am I famous yet? Is it working? Did daddy's money work just yet? And of course, the answer is always
Sort by latest, but Sexton. Surely someone.
Yeah, as he has to sift through hundreds of photos of himself in diapers and women's clothing over and over again. He's just trying to make the people on Twitter stop making fun of him. If he can just get famous enough. The problem is VRILLIUM himself keeps getting in his own way. Now, it's VRILLIUM from the past. It's VRILLIUM in his internet princess outfit. But also that was only like 2 years ago, I think. That was like a year and a half ago, I'm pretty sure. It's like he acts like he's a brand new guy. No. You're just fat now. I'm a killer gorilla. That's completely different. So, I'm really sorry, VRILLIUM, but you are going to have to start using Ozempic. Okay. If you really want to take off, you've got to remove. He's got the rosiest little cheeks. I thought we were embarrassed. Like last episode, I was like, man, we're really embarrassing this guy. This is not good. He's tweeting out about me.
He's just shy.
He's shy. His cheeks are rosaceaed. He had a brilliant blush going on. And we call him Big Willie, by the way. Butt section, we call him Big Willie. Got a lot of little nicknames for it.
We do.
Anyway, if you want to get Nick Fuentes level, and I know he does. We're going to get into this. This is crazy. He's trying to be the next Nick Fuentes. He wants to be Nick Fuentes, but like mainstream. He wants to be the Matt Walsh for Zoomers. But this is the funniest part. He doesn't even realize, like, Zoomers are on their way out already. You don't want to cater to Zoomers. All right. No offense to Zoomers. I'm sorry.
It's Gen Beta now.
Yes, but those are like children, you know, which honestly, as being a diaper guy, that might be his audience, is kids. Also being a gay guy. So no offense to you, but here's what's happening. So you got boomers, right? Everybody knows boomers. We all hate the boomers. And then you got millennials. Now, hang on a second. In your head, you went, yes, but we skipped one there. Gen X. Now, I talk about this all the time. Gen X, in the funniest move of all time, in one of Osama bin Laden's greatest pranks, 9/11 wiped out Gen X. Now, that doesn't mean they were all killed in the towers. In fact, if you really look into it, no one was. It was a hologram. But what I'm saying is culturally, like the capture of the zeitgeist, Gen X had it. The 90s was crazy. But the problem was they were all slackers. Remember that? That was a term.
Yeah.
You would have a t-shirt on that would say slacker on it. Okay. And these guys, they're all dying from heroin. They're killing themselves, that kind of stuff. And then, the ones that are left, the ones that survived the 90s to get into the bubblegum pop Y2K era, they weren't ready for that even. And then 9/11 came along and straight up obliterated Gen X. They culturally do not exist. Everything was them, and then in one day wiped out. And that is kind of one of the funniest things of all time. And I love it. Because here's the thing. I kind of like Gen X. I like the aesthetics. I like the time period. I like what they were getting up to. Some of the greatest art came from these losers. But the problem is they were gigantic losers. And so all it took was pretending to knock down 2 buildings, pretending to destroy the one part of the Pentagon that had all the information about how much money we owe in it or something, and then shooting an airplane out of the sky and pretending it was somehow heroic. So if you can pull off something as simple as that, boom, gone. All of those guys gone. And so now those guys are either the older ones are boomers and the younger ones are millennials. And that's just how that works. The same thing is currently happening to the Zoomers, Gen Z. In fact, we can't even decide on which one of those things we still call them. So the fact that they got labeled Zoomer to rhyme with boomer to begin with, that should have warned them. This isn't
Economic torture.
It's not looking good for you. Like, people are already saying nah to you guys, okay, at that point. But you would have been better off being hated. Now you've been canonically just wiped the fuck out. You're gone. And again, now the older Zoomers are millennials and the younger ones are Gen Alpha. And I don't know, did COVID do it? I don't know what the event was. I'm sure it was part of, the big plan, the demic. I'm sure it was part of Project 251 or whatever that thing was. Bill Gates. 7th. October. Never forget.
Never forget.
By the way, whatever you think about Israel, we'll get into it with VRILLIUM in a second here. Whatever you think about Israel, we cannot let them get away with trying to 9/11 October 7th. You don't get the Jan 6th October. Like, I'm going to be real with you, and this is not a joke. I had never even heard of October 7th. Was that last year? Or is that the year before?
I think so.
If it was 2024, then
I think it was.
I think it was too, because I didn't hear about it for a year. A year. Never heard of it. Imagine that. Imagine trying to 9/11 a holiday you've never heard of. Okay? Like, that one did not pick. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. I feel like one day, all of a sudden last year, wait
a second.
They were all talking about it.
It was 3 years ago.
What? No.
2023.
Way.
Yes.
Okay, even I was like wrong about that.
Oh, dude, you don't get to 9/11 October. It has nothing to do with religion or ethnicity or anything. It's just straight up. Listen, it's Israel. That kind of, I don't even know what happened. I still don't know what it was. It was like the Red Wedding.
A Mario
right?
Kart hang gliders.
Something. Yeah, it was Koopa Paratroopa or something happened or something. I don't know exactly what happened. What happened? Do we know?
There was a music festival and some guys dropped on them and they raped really fast and then they ran away, I think.
Is that real? Are you joking, or is that because I'm seeing
kind of
Paraglider Day in chat? I literally don't know.
That was part of it. 1,200 apparently died. 250 hostages taken back to the west. Gaza.
1,200 people died.
Yeah,
and
that's what they
Not
claim.
one more.
And I didn't hear about it for a year. Yeah, this is a not one more, not one less scenario. Listen, maybe 200. And that's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. Listen, either way, it's a tragedy. I'm going to need to see the smokestacks and all that stuff from that day. I'm going to need to know where the chimney's located, where the paraglider jumped off from.
Which boomboxes they knocked over.
I'm pretty sure what happened in Hawaii was a bigger tragedy, with these space lasers. So,
oh, yeah. That's why my roof is blue.
Is it methylene blue? Let's just say all the things. Let's just do them all at once. I'm hot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hot. All right. You mind if I just remove this? It's hot. The moon base has been undergoing some repairs, and I'm dying. Anyway, so I'm sure we were talking about something.
Charlie Kirk, don't forget.
So yeah, Charlie Kirk. Now that September 10th, never forget. That's one.
I couldn't even remember the date.
I heard about that one instantly. I'll never forget September 10th. How could you, with Erica staring at you from your closet? You see her eyes. She's looking at you severely. Anyway, the point is October 7th happened and Zoomers are gone or something. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. The Zoomers are gone.
VRILLIUM needs to get him back.
VRILLIUM wants to be the Matt Walsh of Zoomers. Okay. He does. He wants to be the Matt Walsh of Zoomers. Like, he wants to be Nick Fuentes level. He wants to be that level power, that level influence, but he doesn't want to be that level controversy because that doesn't, you don't make money.
He supports their message, but he's not a groiper.
Well, he's a groipophile.
Of course.
That's why we have the word. Groipophile. I'm Erica Kirk.
Oh, no.
Okay, so something. We were probably talking about something. Oh, Lord. I spit all over my own glasses. I can't see. So Zoomers were wiped out. VRILLIUM he is hopelessly trying to become something that doesn't even exist. He doesn't even know he should be shooting for Gen Alpha. How old is Gen Alpha now? Where are we at in the timeline with things? I'm a Zoomer, by the way. I'm young and hip. I've got broccoli hair. Underneath my wig, I've got broccoli hair. Where does this cut off? Where's Zoomer and then Alpha? Where are we talking on that?
This says Alpha starts if you're born in 2010 or later.
2010.
So they could be
okay.
They could be 16.
Yeah, you got to be, and that's exactly, and that's who you should be shooting for. You should be shooting at 16-year-olds. There's no other way to take that. So here we got a clip posted. Butt Sexton explains to his YouTube audience how he gets brutalized here every single day on X because it's terrible every single day. It's so crazy. Take a look at this.
If I am on their radar, that is true. That is true. I am on their radar. So if you don't follow me on X, which you should, because I get brutalized on X, and you people, I've noticed that the people who like my shit on YouTube, they're not on X or they're not following me on X, and so. Like, I get
He's trying to push his eyeballs back down into his head. They're escaping.
Brutalized on X because all of my fucking ops are X people. They're Twitter.
ops. Did you know, by the way, I'm an op.
People. And so I get brutal.
I'm spinning the block right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to catch you lacking.
People. And so I get brutalized by these fucking people, like ratioed.
He is begging his YouTube audience to come help him on Twitter. And by the way, he's doing this. Now, we're jumping the gun here. I want to start with this to show you where we end up. This is his response to his conversation with me on Twitter. Not a joke. In fact, I think we were still in the middle of our back and forth when he went live and said this.
Just destroyed every single day. And then people are like, oh my God.
He's just admitting I destroyed him.
I'm like, how is...
I'm new, by the way. This is a brand, like, for PodAwful, as far as the, wider canon of events here. VRILLIUM is a brand new goon. And so it shouldn't have been this easy. Like, the episode hadn't finished before he had been horrifically brutalized by PodAwful. By the way, VRILLIUM, you better be... I'm going to check. Let me see. Have you unblocked me? No way. Wait. No way.
Really?
No, I'm still blocked. Never mind. It didn't show it at first, but then I refreshed the page and now it is saying
you
I'm
gotta
still
message
blocked.
him on Facebook.
We're going to have to get him in here. Somebody's going to have to become my liaison here and get him on. Because here's the thing. And I'm not joking about this. I'm about to say some really, really funny things about this silly man. But I think we could establish a bridge here. I think we could come meet in the middle, figure some things out. And I feel like if I talked directly to him, I could explain to him where he's going wrong, right the ship, and make him the Matt Walsh of Zoomers. I think all it would take is for him to admit a few things, and not in the humiliating lolcow way he keeps admitting a few things, but in the real addressing it, sort of the elephant in the room scenarios going on. I think I could help him.
William's still around. How is he? Blah, blah, blah. It's because all the fucking fans are on YouTube. They're not on X.
You know why that is, by the way? It's an interesting phenomenon. I actually see this quite often. I'm a nobody. I've got no one following me on YouTube, obviously. I've lost 30,000 subscribers at this point in time. When you add up all the channels that have disappeared over time, the 11K channel, then another 5K. It's like every time we hit a certain level, they go. And I've lost, I think at this point, around 20 YouTube channels. So nobody's watching. And I cannot build past a certain point. So I've given up on that. Now, VRILLIUM thinks it's all about building. And it's all about getting that number higher. This is why he's talking about mogging and analytics and where my criterion, whatever he was judging me on before. I see this all the time. These gigantic slop tubers, YouTube losers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, million even. And then you go and look at their Twitter account and they've got nobody. I have more followers. I have like 8,000 followers on Twitter. I will have more Twitter followers with more engagement than a lot of these guys. I straight up am butt-mogging them on the metrics. Okay?
Busting on them metrics.
And then you look at they might have another platform. They might stream somewhere else and whatever it is, right? And I will take a look at that. And if they have a Patreon, this is my favorite one. You go look at a YouTuber's Patreon, they're doing worse than the Pizza Fund. All right. It doesn't make any sense. The numbers do not add up. Now, call it dead internet theory, call it Indian internet theory, which is even worse. Call it, I don't know, bot. Like they're buying bots. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm sure it's different every time. But
dad's slaves.
The people who are really actually popular, like actual famous, all of their platforms have tons of followers. Now, I think all of those people are also buying a lot of those followers. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't get big without doing that. Even actual famous people, like real world celebrities, they've got a PR firm that buys them 1 million followers on every one of their platforms, because otherwise it would look insane. You know, it would look crazy if Sabrina Carpenter, who I think is an actual human being and not just a gremlin I dreamed about one time, it would look insane if she had nobody following her, because she's supposed to be a real person. She's an industry plant. So they all do that. Mr. Beast is doing that. I saw Mr. Beast the other day. He had a video out the other day. It was the first guy to stop having sex with a beehive gets $1 million. Now, where did his first million come from? You know, like there's zero possibility that's not what's going on here. When you see a guy like Butt Sexton, who's like on the low level of that and new, and he's got nobody on Twitter. He's got nobody when he's literally begging people, please help me. They're hurting me on Twitter. PodAwful is beating me up on Twitter. You can just straight up go, oh, it's fake. Your numbers are fake. And here's the other way we know. We're looking at his numbers right here on screen. You cannot fake this part. Well, you can, but it's pretty obvious when you do. The chatters on screen, the chat is moving at speeds slower than PodAwful chats. At speeds slower than Nightwave chats. That shouldn't be possible. Mr. Beast is a Russian asset, says Slacker Blue in chat. I have to assume that's true. He probably did a FOIA request on Mr. Beast and found that out.
Are on YouTube. They're not on X. They don't go to X. So it's like, dude, I'm cooked. Like I get...
They don't go there because they're not real people. They don't have X accounts. The Chinese slave phone factory didn't decide to sign up for X as well. They're too busy getting tapped.
Brutal. If you just knew me from X, you would be like, wow, this guy is fucking pathetic, dude.
Hey, guess what I know you from? Fucking X. Oh, he's about to do his soundboard. Check this.
Like, this guy is...
I got to add that to my soundboard. I got to get... And I got to get... I need that one.
Yeah, everyone's doing that one now.
I need... What's the other one? I need... you know what? I'll just do it with my mouth from now on. Whenever anything's sus, I'm just going to go... That's when something's gay.
You gotta do the GTA dead sound.
What's that one?
It's just like a flatlining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gets brutalized.
Speaking of audio, is this really VRILLIUM's audio?
The way this sounds, yes. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Sounds like it's in like a fucking shoebox or something.
I think it might be cranked up a little bit because his streams are very quiet. So that might be adding to the terribleness of it, but
every day and is still logging in.
Why is it that when a guy is gay, someone goes, something about being a gay guy makes you...
You'd be like, wow. And if I was just on X, yeah, I'd have to like quit because it's terrible there.
Okay, so let's look at why it's terrible on X for VRILLIUM. So again, I tweet out that we're doing the show. He is not tagged. I only tagged Jaden, my guest, my very special co-host. Oh, we got a guy in call-in. You guys aren't even paying attention. Hi there, guy in call-in, crisis actor.
I saw him. I was waiting for a good moment.
Oh, you can just do it whenever. Just do it whenever.
Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hi, welcome to the program. I'm Jesse.
Hey,
Welcome.
thank you. Happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
I just had a couple things to add.
Absolutely.
I know we were talking about Palestine and Israel earlier. I don't know if you guys know.
Sort of. Okay. Sure.
It's nothing too bad. Apparently VRILLIUM, he had his come to Christ moment, so to speak, when he
wait. C-U-M. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. He basically hand glided into a Palestinian girl's pussy, and allegedly that turned him to Christ. I don't know how true that is because we've never seen a picture of her or him talking to her, or if she's even like real. And plus, he's like a gay guy, so there's just no way that it's real to me. The second thing I was gonna say is,
sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. It's your show,
I do know.
He was apparently gay because he was addicted to Xanax. Now, I don't know if you guys know about
that. Will do it to you. I actually agree with. I believe him if that's his excuse.
I would believe it if it was like Adderall or like meth or something, but like Xanax.
Ethan Ralph, the only guy who wasn't turned gay by Xanax.
Ethan Ralph started out gay and it flipped him the other way. He's now extremely straight, but the butt eating stuff.
Right. I would argue actually though that we need to investigate these Xanax homos simply because from my experience and my knowledge with that drug, all it does really is like lower your inhibition. So maybe they were kind of concealing that urge their entire life, and then they popped these little magic pills, and then suddenly
that's all that being gay is just having lowered inhibitions. That's why
I guess that's true.
That's why girls kiss each other when they're drunk. Being gay is just you are a permanent lowered inhibition type guy.
That's true.
Now you bring up this mysterious Palestinian girl or something, right?
Yes. Apparently he was like a gay DJ. These are his words, by the way. In New York or Massachusetts, wherever he's from,
New Jersey,
right. And he said he found this Palestinian girl, which like I thought they were all genocided and don't even exist.
I think I found her name.
Was her name Ellie?
Yeah, I have a feeling this is probably her name.
Well, if you found her, I mean, let's do a deep dive on her.
Well,
because,
let's take a look here. You're saying she's a DJ?
All I know is she was Palestinian and Muslim, but it made him become an Eastern Orthodox Christian.
I'm seeing Arabic on this right here. So it's funny you bring this up.
I mean,
I just happened to see this right before the show. I wasn't going to cover this. But here's Billy Sexton's Spotify. And you'll find out why I found this a little later in the show. This says for Ellie, and then I guess he's saying she's less than 3 feet tall. And there is Arabic on here. It's also some Cyrillic, though, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Kana Netlika? Okay, Kana Netlika. Let me just look this up real quick, what that is. Is this a Palestinian singer or something? Do we have any info?
I don't even know if they have Palestinian singers. I thought all Palestinians were like exploded with bombs and don't exist.
That's the name of the song.
They have famous Palestinian band Ween on that.
It's
playlist,
a Lebanese. It's a Lebanese singer. So same shit.
Same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the girl you're talking about is real. I'm gonna guess she's real because I think her name might be Ellie. So that's something to check.
That doesn't sound very Arabic or Palestinian.
But what if it's short for El Faba?
That could be.
I'm pretty sure is the Wicked Witch of the West, but whatever.
the Wicked Witch of the West Bank, you could call her.
Hey.
Damn, son. All right, excellent showing from Crisis Actor. Any other gems?
That's pretty much it from me. I mean, this guy, basically, his whole catalog online is something you can make fun of. I've been doing it for a while, so I'm kind of glad that you're finally covering this guy.
I'm so happy to be
on an official episode. So, thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you, Crisis Actor.
Yeah, have a good show, guys.
Thank you. Okay, so here's old Big Willie, as we call him, Big Willie style. He's saying that the metrics, the content, why are you just not as good at content as me? He says about content about himself, making fun of him. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder what it is that he has a problem with here. Now, for as far as I can understand, the last episode we did on him was very good and funny. So I don't know. Now I responded, you literally cannot even keep your tongue inside your mouth. And as you can see, my metrics butt-mogged his metrics. By the way, I liked his tweet. Okay, I also retweeted it. You can't see that now because he's got me blocked now. So of the 4 retweets he had, I was one of them. I was one of his 21 likes. Probably the people I retweeted it to, the henchmen, were probably liking this tweet. We think it's funny, so we're liking it. And then I had, you know what? I'm just gonna give myself a like here. I'm number 80. Yay! 80. Can you believe it? 80 likes to his 21 likes. That's a straight up deathly butt-mogging.
Keffel's-esque ratio button log.
Absolute Keffel ratio. Now, I also replied. Now, this is pretty rare for me. This is kind of a bad showing, but he was getting so brutally butt-mogged that I felt like I could get away with this. I did do a classic faux pas of a double post hyperventilate. Okay? You'll see me say this all the time on Twitter. Whenever somebody replies me twice in a row before I've responded, I go hyperventilating double post. That looks bad. So I'm kind of doing that here, but you'll see why. Because then I posted this, and this is a real message from VRILLIUM's now deleted Discord. He says, yeah, I guess I mean in what's popular, I look at this as sort of a game of rankings because that's how I've been trained to do it. My experience is social content and marketing. I was working on a show my father starred in.
My father.
Your dad's a divorce. He starred in a show. He's a pretty notable guy that I'll probably get doxxed as his son soon. But he canceled the show recently. It must have been a good show then. The guy said to me, you've got a year to make this content shit happen. After that, you gotta get a real job. Remember when I said this is exactly what happened on the last episode? Well, Faceless, after the episode, found the screenshot, and this is it. So we've been sharing all of VRILLIUM's embarrassing, now deleted Discord screenshots to his audience. So even the 12 people, and I do mean 11 to 12 people, will hit like on the vast majority of his tweets. Those 12 people are now seeing these as the response to anything he's saying. Speaking of him deleting his Discord, let's go to this real quick. Check this out. Thank you, Faceless, for this.
I might have put my number out. Pictures of you like kissing dudes is like a joke, you know?
Guys, I might have to. I think someone fucking leaked my number. I gotta fucking delete the Twitter or delete the Discord and fucking get this shit figured out.
No. Delete the Discord. Crazy. Hey, before you delete the Discord, post your Nazi post account on Twitter.
No.
Right now.
Bye, everyone.
You want to help?
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
You too can call into the program like Crisis Actor did. PodAwful.com/cult is our Discord. You join the call-in link, and you will get access into the show. If you'd like to have something to add or whatever, you just want to sit in. So, yeah, there you go. You just watched his Discord get nuked, obliterated in real time as his very small audience was begging him not to do it. Which is all like, who doesn't love being there for a DFE meltdown? It's always a fun time. But the funniest part of that is it happened, of course. He says, "Oh, I think I'm getting doxxed." Is that what he said there? He thinks that
someone leaked his number.
Someone leaked his phone number. Yeah, he says his phone number was leaked. That's interesting because that happened the day that everyone found his gay guy photos on Twitter. So, you know what? It's better when I do it. So, anyway, yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with a phone number getting leaked. And here's why I don't think that. Because then I would have his phone number. You know what? It's more fun if I do it. I don't know. Let's try this one. Turns out VRILLIUM is a straight up gay guy.
Brah.
I'm trying to appeal to the Gen Alpha out there, okay?
Now, you might need a glass smashing sound. I've heard there's a guy who likes that.
Thank you, Urquit. Anyway, so VRILLIUM wears diapers. You know what? We're going to stick to the old program here. VRILLIUM wears diapers. No, wait, what was I actually saying? What were we talking about? Oh, Faceless is in chat. Why is he? He's in the text chat, but not in the voice chat. He says it was nuked because his butt got leaked, not because his number got doxxed. Thank you, Faceless. By the way, Faceless, are you blocked by VRILLIUM? You're not in the doc yet. Are you in the documentary? VRILLIUM, as much as shit as I was giving VRILLIUM, you know, he kept responding to me. Faceless was giving him a little bit of shit too, but VRILLIUM was dodging him at every turn. And I think it's because VRILLIUM knows Faceless has the dirt on him. Well, unfortunately, I've got it too. Here's Urquit tweeting. He says, "Go on PodAwful show, settle it face to constantly spazzing face. Please come on to PodAwful right now." This is Hugh. He was trying to get him on. You were the only person who saw that VRILLIUM was paying attention to PodAwful in real time, but Sexton. Every comment is just people making fun of him. Do you ever get embarrassed? By the way, 50,000 followers, 11. He had 11 likes on this tweet until I retweeted it. Your dad going to keep funding this, putting up numbers like that, brother? And then this video of him tweaking out and wearing a straight up diaper.
Okay.
I love diapers and America, he says. So this is a, by the way, you can get this GIF. It's built into Twitter. You can see this anytime you want. All right. Faisal says it was nuked because no, I'm not blocked. Yes, I am in the documentary. He unfollowed me on X and Instagram, though. That's so funny. Now's your chance to go on the show and prove it. Looks like Daddy's going to be cutting you off. Anyway, this goes on and on. Every comment is just a mean one. Here he is in a diaper again. So this is, but of course he invited this on himself. He brought this, he decided to tweet out about this. Now, I also responded. I said, I said, but Sexton name searching himself and finding PodAwful. And then here's his reaction to finding PodAwful. He attempted to pick his nose Popeye style, trying to get his pipe in there. One day he'll reach. One day he'll get that boogery gold inside there. He'll finally get the taste he was looking for. VRILLIUM says, motherfuckers will post me with a fresh haircut and beautiful jawline trying to dunk on me for ... having Tourette's syndrome. Okay.
You have to read it like Elijah Schaefer.
Well, first of all, beautiful jawline. Bruh. What is this? It's kind of sagging there in the middle. You've got a deep V for a jawline, okay? This dude, I'm not kidding. You will never see him not leaned all the way over like this. He sits like this, okay? He's like a Picasso at his desk there. And originally, I thought it was because he was trying to keep the ticks in. Bill Gates, watch out. You won't be able to eat meat soon. But now I realize he's trying to lean forward as far as he can to try to remove any trace of double chin from existence. And so now he's going to talk about he's got a good jawline as a result. Hey, listen, man. You could have the most chiseled Giga Chad jawline of all time. But the second your tongue peeks out like a little chameleon trying to find a fly inside your nose, it doesn't matter. No one cares how fresh to death your silly Macklemore haircut is. Okay? You look like a straight up
Mersh Cholo fade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is spazoidal and no one's falling for it. Okay? So, what am I making fun of you for? Having Tourette syndrome? Yes! That's kind of it. That's like all you need. So I respond to him and I said, yeah, you look retarded. We can go with this one if you prefer. And here he is in his internet princess getup. Which, by the way, it turns out he's got an excuse for this. We're going to hear his excuse for this in just a bit. Fishnets, by the way. This is one of the least happy trails I've ever seen. This is more of a trail of sadness, of tears.
Trail of tears, yeah.
If you marched a bunch of Indians down this, they would not be happy about it at all. So he responds to me. He goes, dog, you've been at this for nearly a decade, and you can't crack 10K. Now, that's a fascinating one. By the way, this tweet, we're going to have to psychoanalyze this tweet. He just happens to say 10K. 10K is exactly the number I cracked before I lost my original YouTube channel. He picked the worst possible number. He should have just said whatever's right above where I'm at now, which I don't even know what it is. I don't care anymore. But then he posted this screenshot. Now, this is an old PodAwful logo right here, okay? 24 flavors. Look at this. He got this from a YouTube video. It says, Jesse Powell Stroud, power word of PodAwful voicemail. This was posted by a former goon of PodAwful, Robert Robinson.
Yikes.
Robert Robinson is a cognito hazard for goons.
Yep.
It is so crazy. They all end up doing this. Every single goon, in a desperate, flailing attempt to try to undo the machinations of the awful drone, ends up trying to team up with actual convicted pedophile Robert J. Robinson. Robert L. Robinson. Leslie. His middle name is Leslie.
Fuck.
So, if I just sat here, no irony, doing that sound effect after every single thing I say, that would be totally normal on the internet. Anyway, Robert Robinson is such a pedophile. We now have groipophiles officially teaming up with pedophiles, okay? He is such a pedophile. This is not a joke. If you don't know the lore, go check out the Pizza Fund and Watch the old episodes on this dude. They're actually really, really good ones. We don't talk about him anymore because he's free now, because that's how being a pedophile works. And the only way you get free faster than being a pedophile is by being a black murderer. Okay? So we don't talk about him anymore because he's free, and every time we do, it's like a positive for him. It doesn't matter if we say the worst things about him.
Summon him.
Yeah, it summons him. So I'm risking it all right now to do this. I feel like I'm a 13-year-old girl right now, and I'm about to meet, whatever object he shoved up that girl's butt. By the way, that's what he was arrested for originally. So Robert Robinson is such a virulent pedophile that in the state of Maine, where he lives, and also all pedophiles live, they had to make a new law specifically about him. And PodAwful helped make that law happen. Now, this screenshot tells you everything that was going through Big Billy's head during this moment.
His giant cabeza.
His perfect jawline. His most defining feature, not the rosacea, not the twitches, not the tongue, not being a big fat guy, a big portly gentleman. No, it's his perfect jawline. Okay. Here's what was going through his head. He was not searching up PodAwful, which if you search PodAwful on YouTube, you don't get this 8-year-old video of me leaving a voicemail making fun of a pedophile. That's not the first thing that pops up, obviously. Nope. He was digging and digging and digging and digging. And
looking for boogers.
What he was looking for was my real name. He was looking for that power word. He was looking for a way to come at me, to destroy me, not realizing that it ain't a secret. Nobody knows. Everybody knows. Nobody cares. He became, let's remember this. This dude called himself VRILLIUM. Now, that's a play on his name, William, but he didn't want people to know that that's what that was. He spelled it VRILLIUM with a U. Nobody spells William with a U. That's not how the name William works. He became Will Sexton, Billy Sexton, because his butt got leaked. All right? No, he was never going by his real name until all of the info started coming out about him. So this guy was forced into it. I've been Jesse P.S. from day one. That's not me hiding my name. I've got a clunky name. All right. And he wanted to find info on me. He wanted to figure out how he could hit back. He had nothing to grasp. And when you've got nothing to grasp, all of a sudden you start grasping at straws, particularly if you're a big fat guy, because you're hoping on the other end it's a big milkshake. So then I replied, "You have 1,000 followers on Kick. Did you just forget to buy more for that one?" And then I also replied with him in his internet princess gear again. And again, answer for that. You want to talk about metrics? How come nobody follows you on Kick? Kick's a big platform. There's a lot of people whose entire thing is Kick. Where's all your kickers? Where are those numbers? You got to get those numbers up. I have more than half of the subscribers or followers or whatever on Kick that he does, and this is due to the 100,000 subs on YouTube. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. So now he's in a desperate scenario. The power word didn't work. Trying to search me up didn't work. People are replying to him on this one going, "So now you're teaming up with a pedophile. What's going on here? Are you sure? You sure you want to go with Robert Robinson of all people?" So now he says this, and this is so psycho. "You haven't cracked 10K on any platform, yet you and your crew are sponsored by Sport Drink, a BAP Sphere project.
Oh, that's a rabbit hole.
He says, you're part of this K-slop and absolutely going in the documentary. I'm so glad I found you. Now, I didn't know what BAP Sphere meant because I'm normal. Even as online as I am, even as on Twitter as I am, I didn't know what that was. Turns out it means, what does it mean?
Bronze Age pervert.
Bronze Age pervert. And who's that?
He is a guy who talked about politics online.
He talked about the politics online.
Whoa, original.
He is his own little cabal of right-wing guys, but they do right-wing stuff differently than other right-wing guys.
So he wants...
Howling Mutant wasn't funny and was instead into gay philosophy politics.
Friend of the show, Howling Mutant, who, by the way, the most graceful doxing of all time. Brilliant, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Howling Mutant, shout outs. So this BAP guy is who VRILLIUM wants to be on Twitter. VRILLIUM, of course, 50,000 fake followers on Twitter, no engagement. He's jealous of this BAP guy. And by the way, this BAP guy probably sucks. I don't know. I don't follow him. I got no clue about any of this stuff. This is why I'm sure there are people out there who are like, Jesse, we are getting very, like, dangerously close to politics with the new guys you're talking about. There's Elijah Schaefer, this VRILLIUM, this Groipophile stuff you got on Jaden McNeil. Let me tell you why this is the new meta, okay? Because we're not politics guys. Because we're not talking politics guys. Because we're not former politics guys. What is the deal? Every single time you go and look at any politics guy, the only thing they're doing is talking about guys from their own party and how much they hate them. I accidentally watched a clip of, I think it was Nick Fuentes on Steven Crowder's show the other day. I think I saw this being played on VRILLIUM's stream or someone else's stream. And I noticed something. I noticed an incredible little moment. Because this is something I've been thinking about Revenge of the Cis for years. There was a moment where Steven Crowder goes, I think it was these two. Steven Crowder goes, who of everyone in the sphere, who do you hate the most? If you could debate anyone, who would you debate? And two answers were given, and both of them were dudes on the right. You don't want to debate someone from the other political party. If you could pick anybody, the only people you would pick are two dudes who are supposed to be on your team. And this is what's so great about this is the grifter sphere, the politics sphere is dying. We are 10 years in to 2016. And now we just need someone to kick it down the hill. I'm willing to be that guy. Because these dudes have been doing nothing but eating each other alive from the beginning. You know, these guys punching right or the left punching left, they've been doing that since day one, particularly the right guys. And that's been Revenge of the Cis. We've covered them now for how many years? And who do they talk about? Tucker Carlson, Owen Benjamin, and Nick Fuentes. That's it. They don't ever cover anybody from the other side. Then a year ago, they start going, we're not even conservatives. They were alt-right when they started. Now they're nothing, supposedly. Nick Fuentes went on his stream the other day and said, I'm not covering politics anymore. Now, obviously, that's not true. It's all he talks about, all he covers. But he's tired of it. Someone needs to just kick him down the hill. Now, we've done this to the sector, the commentary community, the Dabbleverse, We've made these things collide and helped to take them to their final resting place, which seems to be a nursing home for dabble boomers. But I think it's time. I think it's time to finally just kick the grifters all the way off the hill so that we can be done with politics for good, so that we can go back to don't vote. Just don't vote, don't care, don't pay attention. The only thing I want to pay attention to is if these guys are wearing fucking diapers or not. And that's what this guy will never figure out. VRILLIUM, and this is, again, why it's so fun. VRILLIUM is looking for any reason on why I would make fun of him. And the reason can't be that he stinks. It can't be that he's a twitchy, fat diaper baby. The reason must be...
It has to be on the principles.
It must be the principles. It must be the politics. Maybe I'm Jewish. Whoa, boo! Maybe I'm a lefty. Maybe I'm funded by Peter Thiel. A straight up gay guy.
Fuck.
So I'm apparently now going in a documentary. Now, what? I don't know what this documentary is. I'm in it. Faceless is in it. Everyone sponsored by Sport Drink is in it. This is the second time in our argument. I don't even know if I've got the first one at this point. The second time he's tweeted out implying that I am fully sponsored by Peter Thiel. Now, remember, I'm a nobody with no numbers, but one of the richest guys on the planet is like, hey, Jesse, I need you to totally butt mog this gay guy online for me. And I'm going to be real with you. If that happened, I'd be fucking doing it. So
you get to join my harem with clavicular.
What's that, Peter Thiel? Do the thing I was going to do already, but for gay guy money? You got it, boss. As a matter of fact, I actually got a text. I tweeted this out. I got a text message after VRILLIUM tweeted about that. I got this text message, or I sent my boss a message. Here's to Peter Thiel. I said, "Hey, boss, I totally butt mogged VRILLIUM on the timeline. He got pissed off about the podcast episode. Can I get an advance on the $200,000 for this month? Need more credits for diaper AI." To which Mr. Thiel responded, "Who?"
How magnanimous.
VRILLIUM thinks Peter Thiel knows who he is and cares, which is even sadder and sicker. He thinks that might be something on his mind. Now, I replied to him. I said, I don't know what a BAP sphere is, but I've been banned on more accounts than you've paid to have follow you. That's something that happens when you hold real opinions instead of grifting off of the latest trend, Popeye tranny. And then I posted pictures of him naked and licking himself. Which, honestly, you can't come back from these ever. You'll never win against this, which is why he was begging his YouTube audience to come save him. But I think what really did it was this message. This is so true. The dudes who are grifter, the dudes who just go with the wind wherever the current's taking things, whatever's going to make them a little money, like Mersh, like Royce, like VRILLIUM, like Elijah Schaefer to some degree. These guys don't get banned. They don't get banned. If you don't hold a real opinion, you don't ever get banned. Even through all of its bots and Indians, YouTube can tell if you mean it or not. Their AI is trained on, are you serious? Or are you just subversive? Are you just trying to make a buck? And if the guys who are fucking real about it are insta-banned constantly. The guys who kind of mean it but are joking about it, banned all the time. And then you've got these dudes who hang on forever, never lose their accounts over anything. Why is that? What do you think that is? I think VRILLIUM knows that what I said here is very true, because right after this is the moment he decided to finally stop replying to me and to start replying to me on an insane alt account. We'll be right back.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza.
PodAwful.pizza.
Buttmog the planet, they're calling out in the chat room. Wow, that's insane. Yeah, we might have to use that. Buttmog the planet. Jesse isn't sponsored by Peter Thiel. He's sponsored by Peter Thiel, the color. Okay, I don't really know what that means.
I've seen that guy on Twitter a couple times.
Oh, is that a guy? That's the name of a guy?
Well, Peter Thiel, the Thiel Peter, has been appearing on X a lot.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that. Jesse actually sponsors Peter Thiel, who is narrating the documentary Jewy Thoreau. Oh, man. We got to talk about Beardson at some point, actually. You know what? Beardson. These guys cannot hit back. We got to talk about Beardson. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? He's Jewish. He's a Democrat. He's sponsored by Peter Thiel. I'm all of them. Okay, fine. You're still short. You're still fat. You're still twitching. You're still gay.
Still buttmogged.
Still and straight up, still heckin' buttmogged. Was it who made it? Was Hugh? Did you make that buttmogged?
Yeah, that was me.
Those are very good.
Look at this. This is fucked
up.
Oh,
that was Smoke Kane.
Oh, this is Smoke Kane. Oh, okay. This is honestly the most fucked up thing I've ever seen, but it is exactly what happened to VRILLIUM.
Whoa, that's so cool!
This is VRILLIUM's entire week.
It's like it's in real life.
You just got buttmogged by PodAwful. And there's my big butt.
Hey!
Okay,
Big
that's
butt
probably
looks
enough.
great, Captain.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I saw somebody before the show say, you know, the implication of being buttmogged is that you've got like a big snatched dumper on you, Jesse. And listen, I'm not sure about that, but I believe in you. Trust me, my dumper is fully snatched. Okay, so I've got enough to go around. By the way, join the Pizza Fund. We had played the little thing there a second ago. PodAwful.pizza for all of the banned episodes, primo episodes, extras, bonus content, after shows, and more. And watch ad-free. You can watch any episode ad-free over at PodAwful.pizza. Join it today. Okay, so remember he said the thing about how everybody's sponsored by Sport Drink in the last one?
Yeah.
So Sport Drink, if you guys don't know, it's like make your own Gatorade. It's like a powder to make your own Gatorade, but it doesn't have all the gross stuff in it. And, you know, all the crap, all the goy beam, goy slave, goy slop.
All the fluorocarbons.
I guess. And I'm not sponsored by it. So when he said that, that was a sneak diss at Faceless, which is really kind of a pathetic attempt at something there. And take a look at this. This is actually from a month ago. Here's VRILLIUM tweeting out about sport drink. So I guess he was getting mad at Faceless before. And so this, I believe him talking about this is entirely based on Faceless fucking with him. He got face fucked. So he says, sport drink is owned by Joshua Lacash, a Miami Jew in the pro-Vance sphere. Again, because it's got to be about that. This is a dude making Gatorade, all right? It's not... I don't think it has to go that deep. His family owned Rep and Paired, an influencer marketing firm and outsourcing company. Oh, you mean like the one that your dad owns and also the one that you signed up for? The Collaborator website where you can have somebody pay to collaborate with you? You mean that type of influencer crap? I'm willing to bet it's a sham product used to quietly buy influencers for political aim. I don't know how it could be a sham product because it's a thing you can buy and then drink. You can physically consume it. I know it's a real product because very recently my introduction to sport drink was seeing that they were getting sued by Taco Bell because, or Mountain Dew, I can't remember, Pepsi, because they had named one of their flavors Baja Blast because it tastes like Baja Blast. And so the sport drink guy tweeted out saying like we need to come up with a new name for the Baja Blast so that we don't get sued. And I think my recommendation was to call it Taco Bell. And which would be really fun.
Solid solution.
I think they ended up going with something else, but that got there. He saw that got some views. Anyway, so he posts a bunch of sport drink crap here. This isn't the fun part. The fun part is sport drink replied. Joshua Lacash, who also he had a show. I don't know if he still does, but he had a show on Gavin McInnes's. Now, you ever watch this, Jared? You sub to Censor.tv, right? You ever watch what? I can't remember the name of his thing now, but
I forget the name. I saw one episode. I'm really not interested, to be honest.
Okay, well now I'm not going to get the sport drink sponsorship, so thanks a lot for that. Sorry about that, brother. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I have watched it. I know I have. I remember he was in Costa Rica or so. There was like a beach behind it. He was outside streaming. It was kind of a weird setup, or he's like in a cabana or something. Anyway, he says, so he responds to VRILLIUM. He says, William. I love that. I love that he starts it with William. You're in trouble.
He dad mogged him.
Yeah, you're being dad mogged. You're being butt mogged. You are in big trouble. If he knew your middle name, you would have to look out. William, you have been begging us for a sponsorship for months. First, we tried to quietly avoid the subject because you don't exactly have the best reputation.
Wow.
And then he says, you recall why. He doesn't want to say you're an internet princess, but we all know that that's what's happening here. You were, he is saying it. Never mind. You were exposed as a cross-dressing homosexualist.
That's
the oldest man term I've ever heard for a gay guy. A homosexualist. Not even the respect to just straight up call you a homosexual. You're dabbling in homosexuality. You're experimental.
The fine arts.
Yeah, a homosexualist. Maybe that means he's better at it, actually. I'm not sure. What's something else that ends in ist? A flautist. A flautist is like a person who really knows how to play the flute. So a homosexual.
A rapist.
A rapist is a guy who's really good.
You would assume.
So a homosexualist must be a guy who's really good at the skin flute. You have a diaper fetish, it seems, which is just too on the nose for our brand. This rocks. This is so funny. Not something we want to be associated with. Figured the kind thing to do was to let you down gently. Apparently we were wrong, because this act of charity kicked off a tantrum, and so now we have to give you a lashing. Since in addition to being gay and overweight and lacking in taste, you are also deluded. Attaching the screenshots to show the sheer amount of times you begged. It was a lot. The answer is still no. The answer will always be no. No. And let's take a look at pathetic VRILLIUM requesting. Here's William Sexton. Hey, I was wondering if you would be interested. That doesn't sound like a guy who thinks that this is some influencer crap. Let's see what else we got here. Is this DM open? So this is...
Can I slide in? Can I slide into your DMs, please?
What's so funny about these screenshots is you could see this and go, here you're showing that it's actually VRILLIUM. You could see, he calls it, by the way, he now calls himself Dirtbag Patriot.
Oh no.
That's his new, he's been attempting to rebrand over and over again. He so badly does not want to be VRILLIUM anymore because that's associated with being a butt-mogged sissy. But
an internet princess.
So we've got Misfit Patriot, we've got Dirtbag Patriot, and we've got the sexual patriot, Elijah Schaefer, who we will be talking about at the end of this program. We've got a little update on Elijah. Anyway, what's so funny about this to me is you see these and you go, well, you didn't really show much, huh? I love that because they never opened the DM, the request from VRILLIUM. So he's screenshotting the request to keep it so that they have never, ever looked at this. There's no double check mark. There's no nothing. They're not even giving him the courtesy of checking it now. That is an incredible power move. So, hey, listen, Sport Drink. You know what? Recently, I was very ill, and I was forced to buy Gatorade to try to get better. Ugh. If you want, they already think I'm sponsored by you. If you want to sponsor PodAwful, what I can do for you is I can put your can right here of Sport Drink, and I can go, all right, I totally forgot that was there, and then move on with my life. And then you give me
have
the
a dusting of the powder on your lips while you do an episode.
Yeah, I just have a green mustache the entire time. Sport Drink is mad basis, Faceless. Faceless tried to get me the badge. He tried to get Sport Drink to sponsor PodAwful, but apparently they already sponsor so many people that they've run out of badges. So, I don't know. Maybe VRILLIUM's right. It's a big influencer network. Who knows? Or let me weigh this out. Is VRILLIUM right that it's a scam product, or is VRILLIUM a gay guy?
The evidence leans one way.
It could go either way. We'll never know for sure. Oh, I forgot this one earlier. Even Twitter itself knows adult baby diaper VRILLIUM bought all of his followers. So this was in response to him talking about metrics and stuff. I asked Grok. Now, Grok is Twitter. So this is kind of crazy. All right. I said, how likely is it that at VRILLIUM Live bought followers? And here's its response. Quite likely. Probably bought followers or used aggressive botting / boosting. You can just do this. Apparently, you can just ask Twitter, hey, is this person lying about their account? It says, here's why based on available data. Key red flags. Around 50,000 followers, but very low engagement. Recent posts often get single-digit to low double-digit likes, 3 to 16 likes on posts with hundreds of views. That's a classic sign of inflated follower counts. Real audiences engage at higher rates. Critics regularly point this out. Example, 50,000 followers, 11 likes. It's quoting me.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in, guys.
I'm the one who said that. Explosive claimed growth. His own promo material. This is him talking to me on Twitter. Says he went from 1,000 to 100,000. He does have that in other places online. 1,000 followers to 100,000 followers in under 2 months. Organic growth that fast is rare without massive virality, a huge existing audience, or paid promotion. In right-wing political niches, sudden spikes often involve follower buying services, engagement pods, or bots. Hi. So Twitter itself thinks that he's a scammer. Okay, that's the actual app telling me that. Let's go to this. Now, here's an incredible thing. So VRILLIUM goes live, and we haven't really been paying a lot of attention to VRILLIUM's live streams, but I went back. I decided to check a few out. It's very strange. He goes live on YouTube and Kick, but every once in a while, like the YouTube seems to get deleted every once in a while. I don't know why. And so it's really hard to keep up with him. So I ended up watching him on Kick, and it's an amazing thing because on Kick, you can just clip the person's video. And when you do that, your clips show up on their channel against their will.
Yeah.
By the way, we could call this episode Against Your Will. So this clip is called Where Are You, Daddy? And it is currently on VRILLIUM's Kick channel.
Can you get your dad on the stream? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? No.
The Grocked.
I absolutely could not. Number one, he goes to bed like super early. Like he's absolutely
so he can't pull his own dad. His dad's job is podcast guest. And his son cannot pull his dad. Apparently, he hasn't been buttering him up sexually enough lately. What was the fucking thing from last time that he was saying? He was like, you need to wine and dine me. What was it? His dad.
Before the booty call.
Yeah.
Financial booty.
Yeah, he hasn't been getting enough financial booty calls from Vril as of late, so he won't show up on the show.
Absolutely could not. Number one, he goes to bed like super early. Like he's absolutely asleep. Number two, I have no idea where he lives. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
That's why he can't be on your show.
Actually, that's crazy. Yeah, he can appear via satellite. I'm pretty sure they've figured this out by now. They've got underwater cables and stuff, man.
He travels like a lot, and he has like several places of residence, several apartments,
and I don't know where any of them are. Dad went to the store to get milk, turned into a podcast guest, and never came back to poor young Vril.
If I don't have my eyes on the guy, I don't know where the fuck he is. I have no idea.
By the way, he's really saying this because on the last episode, we exposed that 2 months ago, he was asking his dad for money. He's going into this like he's making a big deal about this. He's been 2 or 3 times now in streams since the PodAwful episode, he has been saying like, I barely know my dad. I've never even heard of my dad. My dad? The inside of his balls? Me? I don't think so. What's money? Never. What? Huh? He's Kevin
probably
Brennan.
black. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So, and I don't even know what the addresses are. So I have no idea. I don't have no. If you ask me right now, where is your father?
I've got no clue. Okay, so let's go to our next clip from VRILLIUM's Kick channel where you can see this clip. This one's called Rebrand. He's doing a rebrand again. So again, he was VRILLIUM. Then he was the Dirtbag Patriot. I think there were other ones in between those.
Like, you don't know who my dad. My name's Will. This is why I'm changing.
You don't know who my dad is? Neither do I. I've never met the guy.
Fucking channel name soon from VRILLIUM to my actual name to Will Sexton.
So now he wants to grift off of his dad's name. That's a nepo baby, by the way.
Name to Will Sexton. because one, I'm over the VRILLIUM name. It's a stupid name. I'm over it. And two, because like I want to have a serious career here and be a serious guy.
I need to be a serious man. Dude, I mean, man, this is why he should be calling into the program. Don't do this. No one's going to know who you are if you do this. You became a guy because you named yourself VRILLIUM. As much as I hate that, it's 100% true. You would not have taken off if your name was Will Sexton, Billy Sexton. He's doing this, by the way, because his name got revealed. Like I said earlier, nobody knew until they found his butt. So the other reason, though, and this is so funny, this is a Groipophile move. He goes, well, Nick Fuentes is Nick Fuentes. Matt Walsh is Matt Walsh. I got to be Will Sexton. Let me tell you.
The guy that Nick Fuentes fights with uses his real name.
Yeah.
John Doyle.
Yep. Let me tell you, you grow up with the name, with the word sex in your name as a kid. That's going to fuck you up. The reason VRILLIUM is the way he is, the reason he's a diaper fetishist, the reason he's the internet's princess, and I'm the internet's boyfriend, so what does that mean? The reason he is that way is because if you grow up with the word sex in your name, you're not getting made fun of all the time. That's not a bullied name. That's implanting stuff in all the other kids' head name. That's you start feeling yourself, okay? You turn 15 years old and your name's Billy Sex. I bet you gay guy VRILLIUM probably had girls falling for this, okay? They probably liked the androgyny of this little twink. Here's the problem. And this is why you got to start your Ozempic. We're on total twink death at the moment. Hugh will tell you, VRILLIUM has gone through a horrific form of twink death. He used to be a skinny he was a cub. He was a bear. What was it? No, what is the one? He's an otter.
I don't know if he was ever little, but
he was an otter. Whoa, Urquit. Okay, there's some. He was an otter. He was a twink. He was a little Twinkie, and then he became right wing. And in order to become right wing, he had to become a big fat guy. Those are the rules. Okay, I don't make the rules. You got to be gay. First, you got to be gay. Then you got to be fat. All right. So them's the breaks. And that has he is currently the insane meltdown you see him going through. And this attempt to rebrand constantly. This is him suffering the throes of twink death. Well, I'm on board. Total twink death. I'm calling for it.
Lean in.
Get fatter. Okay, get uglier. Stay VRILLIUM. Don't go back to Billy Sex. All right, Billy Sex made you an androgynous gay guy. That's the real story. That's what did it. Because everyone at school was probably going, "What sex, huh? Yeah, sex, right?" And then you started feeling them oats, and now you're sowing them, and they're wild, baby. Then they got a little too wild. Then you become a homosexualist.
He's got to start looks minimizing.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you should become the... What is the... so if clavicular is a looks maxist, you're a looks minimizer. You're a looks min guy. You're Billy Looksman. We need a clavicular style name for you. What is an ugly body part that we can name him after? We were saying penicular on the last
Chodevicular.
Yeah, there's something.
It's too clunky.
Yeah, it's got to end in a coal or something. Man, well, he thinks he's got a really good jawline. He thinks he's got a really good jaw. You know, clavicular. He calls himself clavicular, but he's all about hammering his jaw. He should go the other way with it. He's mandicular.
Start packing those cheeks.
Dan,
Genius.
Can you feel it? Can you feel? Did a blue energy just come over my body when I said that?
We got him.
That's new. Like, that's happening now.
Yeah.
Everyone's calling him mandicular now.
It's sweeping the nation.
It's sweeping the nation. The nation is swept. This might as well be Kino Casino's chat room, the nation. It's so swept. So,
Mandicular.
I'm going to need people.
Mandicular is going crazy.
VRILLIUM's got a YouTube channel. VRILLIUM's got a Twitter. VRILLIUM's got an Instagram. You've got all those things. I'm going to need you in his comments calling him mandicular. Okay. And then, look,
I need a mandicular fan account.
How do you spell it?
Guys, I love that you're all trying in the chat. I love it. Tonsicular, buttvicular, patellium, jowlicular, tainticular, cancular. Guys, we did it already. It's mandicular, okay? If you're not feeling that energy, that's something crazy. Like, that kind of thing only comes once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Getting a pull like that. That was magic. Yeah. You just witnessed magic. Again, if you don't have the eyes to see, if you didn't see me get covered in blue goo just then, energetic electricity sparks were coming off of me. I was powering up Super Saiyan style. My hair turned blonde and stood straight up for half of a second. If you really had the eyes to see, you would know mandicular is a cathedral. Okay. And you need to be posting that cathedral everywhere you can. You need to be replying to it. Again, I'm blocked now. What can I do? It's up to you, the henchman, to make sure he knows that from now on, you thought butt sexton was bad? You thought adult baby diaper VRILLIUM was bad? Get ready for mandicular. Oh, you're rebranding? You're Will Sexton now because you're a serious guy? You need to be taken seriously? How about your mandicular forever? I might have to rename the episode to mandicular.
We're going to start to see those mandicular edits now. Going
How do we spell it? We got to get it.
Okay, yeah, that is coming up in chat. They're asking mandicular, mandicular, or do we put the K in for the
K in there?
I think it's one where when you say it, you know it. You don't have to spell it with the K. I think you spell it the way...
A consensus will be reached.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? It's sweeping the nation. We'll let the people decide. Okay? Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Woo! Mandicular. So, and of course, what he does is he takes a hammer and he fucking jabs it in his own cunt. All right. So, he's breaking up his bones. So... He's doing a little rebrand. We're doing a little rebrand.
It's like I want to have a serious career here and be a serious guy.
Oh, really, mandicular? You feel it now? You feel it now?
Yeah, I feel it.
Will Sexton.
Mandicular's masticating about this.
Will Sexton. How many Sextons do you know? How many Sextons are in the fucking East Coast area making media? There's like 2. And I'm one of them.
Oh, there's 2?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm so clearly not. My last name is...
Okay, there you go. So
I'm not Jewish. I'm so sorry.
When you live in this world, you have to constantly clarify your Judaism. Speaking of, this one's called the Foreskin Challenge. Again, you can find all these clips on Mandicular's kick. Okay. On his mandicular.
Took it and just went wild with it.
Whoa. Oh, he's going wild.
Anyways, what is this?
It is on a generational run. Thank you so much, Earl Packa. Yeah. You know what? The run continues. I mean, I tried to give it a rest for a while, but then when I say something like that we could have ended the episode right there, to be quite honest.
No, I'm not Jewish. Listen, I've said it before. If one of these days I need to like hop on Twitter and like show my foreskin to prove myself, I'll do it. I'll do it. I got the hoodie. I'm uncut, baby. I got the hoodie.
He just tried to I Dream of Genie bewitched blink himself out of existence after saying that you've got the hoodie. I can't wait to see the VRILLIUM cardigan. Let's see what other things we can style. Oh, you're wearing mandicular? You look fabulous. Here's the thing. You're saying you're willing to post foreskin on the timeline? Guys, the foreskin challenge is upon us. Now you have something to tweet at him. Oh, here's the clip. You have the clip is on his thing. You can share the clip with him. Go, let's see that foreskin. You said you're not Jewish? Let's see that foreskin. Oh, I'm gay because you wanted to show your foreskin? Fine. All right. This one is called Gay Diaper Baby.
I've gotten better.
Whoa. Oh, sorry. The volume's really quiet on this. Hang on.
Yes. I've gotten better. I'm not like addicted to drugs anymore. And I don't do like fucking gay shit anymore. But
he's not addicted to cock anymore either. Congrats, buddy.
I don't do fucking. I don't do gay.
I'm still like, yeah, I'm not an altar boy. I'm not. I have a long way.
Well, if you used to do gay stuff, you are. So
to go in my life of like getting my shit together and being like a proper, and like I want to have kids and all that and like be like a good dude and being a proper.
Now that you're done being a gay guy, you want to have kids? Shocker.
Whatever. But I mean, that's a path. That's kind of like I have a million and one thoughts on that. But no, I'm not. Do not take me as a fucking rad trad, whatever.
Don't worry. Who was making that mistake? They need to be put in a gulag. Boy, by the way, look at that fucking powerful jawline. Look at that mandicular right there. That is one of the most mandicular jawlines I've ever seen. Holy
Making the edits as we speak.
No, I'm not gay. I'm not. Oh my god, bro. People are crazy. No, I'm not gay.
Let me hit my button.
No,
I'm not gay.
These are all fucking made up.
Just did gay stuff.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Twitter. And people see that and they're like, oh my god, no.
Whoa, hang on, wait. We spoke over something.
I'm not a diaper fetishist. These are all fucking.
Every single stream. Fucking mandicular has to clarify he is not a baby diaper man. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't think that's true. I saw a photo of him in a diaper.
I know.
I don't think that's true.
It's the craziest thing. You're straight up trying to gaslight me at this point. I've seen you in that diaper.
Yeah, he's gaslighting. He's trying to use our tactics against us.
You might as well be Mike David. I've seen you in so many diapers.
Made up things from Twitter. And people see that and they're like, oh my god, no, I'm not gay.
But listen, if people are willing to believe it about you, it's over. You failed. Okay,
it's for the lore now.
That's the point of no return. If you exist as a if you exist as a person who people believe with no real evidence that you're into diapers, and also they don't think that's funny that you wore a diaper, then it's over. You're not Jester Maxing enough. Okay, Jester Max looks mandicular.
I've never worn a diaper except for when I was a baby. I think. I don't remember. I was there, but I don't.
What, you think you might have been just free shitting? What is the option?
Remember.
He's like a feminist who free bleeds. He free shits.
Yeah.
The cross-dressing photo is real. That's a real photo. I'll say like that is.
Oh, and also.
Bruh.
And also. Okay.
Real. You got me there.
Yeah.
Now, let me note that was not me being a cross-dresser. I didn't have a fucking fetish.
Technically, and listen, I'm not as severe on this as everybody else, okay? I mean, this is a theater kid, all right? I can tell. I think I can tell. You're allowed. As a joke, you're allowed. There are certain situations where you can un-Alex Stein style put on a lady's dress, and it's funny. Let's say you're an old boomer, okay? And you show up and it's your wife's birthday and you come out wearing her wedding dress and you're too fat for it. You're a bald fat guy and you're about to bust this thing open.
Just like in an Infinite Jest.
Perfectly allowed. You're a comedian. If you're a funny guy, you're doing anything funny. You're making a sketch or something. Perfect. It doesn't matter. You can go as far as you want as long as the purpose is comedy. 100%. This is silly. You know, listen. Chud the Builder. Okay. Elijah Schaefer, VRILLIUM, Misfit Patriot, all the Groipophiles, Nick Fuentes. They're all coming out against Chud the Builder. Are you familiar?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Now,
I'm going to chimp out.
I'm going to chimp in. All right. I'm chimping in on this one.
Okay. Are we chimping in?
No, we're chimping in on this one, okay? Because we're going white mode. All right. Now I'm not a white boy summer guy. I'm not a wigger summer. I'm not doing any of that. But we are fully going with the white man is back. All right. And we got to support this guy. You might not like it. I don't really care, but we need to do for Chud the Builder what they do for every murderer. Okay?
Yeah.
You got to do it. We got to be 100% behind
Time to get tribal, baby.
You can't be listening to fucking Mandicular and his thoughts on these things. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of that. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's not a political stance. It's just a reasonable one. I'm behind Chud the Builder 100%. First of all, I hate saying the phrase Chud the Builder. So,
that's the biggest problem.
It really hurts me. And so, I'm pained to even say something like this, but I have to address it because if I'm going to say this next thing, I have to address what my feelings are on the current trend, the current topic. Before the big news, you know what happened. The last thing I had heard about this silly man, was that he was a fairy princess. Okay. I saw and I'm not going to show them because I don't know. They could be AI. I believe they are real. They could be AI. I don't want to get fooled. So I'm not going to show them. But there are photos of him as a younger man in a full-on fairy princess costume with teats. And he's got emo.
That's real?
He's got emo hair. He's young. He doesn't have the big mustache yet. I don't know if it's real. I mean, it's out there. It's happening. Someone found something. Someone found a young photo of it. It's definitely him.
I saw him reply.
It happened too quickly to prove anything. So
he addressed it. I can't remember what he said. That it wasn't him. Of some sort.
I don't care what he said because what he said is a lie. Because they put out a photo of him as a fairy princess. So, and listen, I'm gonna be real with you. He was a beautiful fairy princess, and for a guy like VRILLIUM to say this man deserves to go to jail forever, that's the result of him getting straight up internet princess butt bogged. In this house, we believe in science. We support Chud the Builder, okay, and his fairy princess dress up. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be hard for some people to take. I am okay with this as opposed to what VRILLIUM did because, number one, we don't know we know the circumstances with VRILLIUM. He's explained it 1,000 times. He's about to explain it again. With Chud the Builder, we don't know the circumstances. Now, he's embarrassed, so he's going to lie about it. I think that they're real. It could be that someone found a high school photo of him or something and AI'd it onto. It could be. I don't think it's like it's too involved. It just doesn't read as what happened. The picture kind of looks legit. The age of the photo, even if it was AI'd, they like perfectly nailed how long ago this photo would have been, you know, as far as how old he looks in it. I just think it's real. And I'm saying it doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's real because I mean, his only enemies are black people, and they don't know how to use AI.
There's also that.
Good point.
So,
well, the Jews don't like him either.
Okay. So, here's my defense of this. I'm not going to, listen, again, fully support the man. We all know. I don't have to say more than that. In his current struggle, we all know. You know what the truth is. And you know anyone saying anything else is what's going on there. Okay. But I don't want to get too esoteric with this kind of stuff. And I don't want to get too in the weeds with it. But when you find a man dressed up as a fairy princess or anything like that, and you were led to believe that he was previously, you know, heretofore not known as a fairy princess man, some people will feel betrayed by that. But what if he's dressed like a fairy princess because it was like a senior prank of high school or the prom, and he was actually making fun of an actual gay guy? Okay? Now remember, when you're in high school, it's a joke to take your entire nutsack out and put it on your best friend's head. That's not seen as a gay guy's act when you're in high school. So I don't know how old he is in this picture. He looks pretty young. But there's 1,000 possibilities. Here's what I think is really happening and what nobody is saying is VRILLIUM, theater kid. Jesse, theater kid. Theater kid energy. Chud the Builder, theater kid. Chud the Builder is a character. His name is Chud the Builder, and he goes around with a big cowboy mustache and cowboy hat. He lives in Tennessee. That's not cowboy country. Okay, and I know that that's where country music is, but it is not cowboy country. He goes around as Chud the Builder wearing bib overalls, like work coveralls. That's a costume. You have been watching a man play dress up the entire time you've been watching him. Don't suddenly start getting gay about it when wings are involved, okay? The hat was also a gay guy's costume. It's the Village People. He's got the mustache. I'm not saying he's gay. I'm saying he's straight. He's got a kid. You know? I'm saying what I said in the pre-show from last week, which is he doesn't have time to be gay or straight. As a streamer, as an IRL streamer, you don't have the kind of time to be. You'll see him. He's getting hit on by all the women out there. He could score. He's getting these girls' numbers. He could score any of these ladies until he says the N-word. And he ain't calling any of these women back. It's not happening. He doesn't have the time for it. Okay? And the other reason he doesn't have the time for it is he's got to make sure his costumes are in order. His hats, his bib overalls, his fairy princess dress. And quite frankly, he looked good in it. Okay? Internet princess here, VRILLIUM, did not look good in his outfit. I'm not saying he's hot.
True.
I'm not saying they look hot in these outfits. I'm saying do you look disheveled or do you look put together? This was an unkempt guy. Chud the Builder was Chud, the absolute belle of the ball, and we salute her. I didn't mean to hit that, but all right. So that's my thought on that. It is different, and VRILLIUM, he should be supporting Chud the Builder on that basis alone. If he wants to be looked at,
factor.
Yes, on slayability. If he on yassification, if he wants to be passed on, if he wants to pass on what he's done in the past, he needs to give Chud the Builder a pass on everything forever. Okay, that's the way I look at it. I don't know what you guys think. A beautiful fairy princess, they say. A wink and a nod. He's elegant. Listen, these guys are a little elegant. Sure. Why not?
Sure. I do have one question.
All right.
Are all Groipophiles theater kids?
Ooh, that is a good question. Is
Yeah,
Elijah?
I think
I don't
so.
think. No, actually, Elijah Schaefer is
No?
not a theater kid.
Okay.
Yeah, that is just kind of Elijah. That's just
Elijah
him.
Schaefer's not a theater kid. He's gay. He's not a theater kid. Those are, believe it or not, those are different. But in fact, they're way more different than you think. If you knew theater kids growing up, you know the stuff they say about band kids and what band, because of American Pie, they say like band kids get up to, these are nerds, but they're getting up to theater kids. It's 1,000 times worse than that.
Okay.
It's a bacchanal for theater kids. I'm telling you, these are the sweatiest, nerdiest, biggest losers, and they're all fucking, not the guys fucking each other. Some of them, probably, almost certainly. But if you are
a lot of those guys are peacocking.
If you are a lame dork and you want to get laid in high school, it's fish in a fucking barrel.
Yeah.
If Mersh wanted to go pick up those 17-year-olds, it's stank fish in a barrel. At that point, I'm not kidding. It's fucked. I've got stories that would blow your shorts. All right.
Same.
It's not. Were you, Lenny? Were you?
What?
You were.
I was there.
Ooh,
Really?
I was in the trenches.
I never got the scent. Are you?
Oh, we've talked about this before.
Oh my god, I don't recall. Wait, are you a? Were you a techie?
No.
Okay.
I was on the stage.
Wow.
I was friends with the
You
techies,
pranced.
but
You pranced. You danced with the light fandango.
yeah,
You were in the footlights.
I was in Footloose.
You toe tapped at the orchestra.
I was jamming with the band above the pit.
I'm shocked. If you said techie, I would have that. Now that's another thing people don't realize. Theater kid extends to, there's like a style of guy. I don't even know how to describe this other than techie. There's a style of
He's
guy.
the guy with the Raspberry Pi that hooks
Fancy
up
roadie.
to his fucking Christmas
It's
lights.
like somewhere between a shop kid and a computer lab kid.
Mm-hmm.
But too big of a loser for both of those. Ends up a techie where they're the ones building the sets, doing the lights, doing the sound, figuring out all the technical aspects. Those guys are still theater kids. That's production design and all that kind of stuff. It's just a useful skill. You're not the most useless human on earth where you think you're going to be an actor. But they're in the mix. They're very in the mix. Okay. It's all mixing up in there. It's psychopathic. And by the way, I've said this before. My dabbling was forced upon me. I was literally forced to do this. I had zero interest, none. And I was forced to do it as you know how you have to have like an elective class in school. Yeah. I was told that if I didn't do, I had no desire to do music at all because I don't like music. Right. And so I refused to be in band or any of those sorts of things. I was told if I didn't do, one of those, I would be forced to do a sport, which is that ain't happening. So I ended up, where do you go? Where do you go if you don't do sports?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I had,
fair enough.
If there was anything on earth I wasn't going to do, it was a sport. That's for straight up retards doing a sport.
That's for gay guys.
Sport-
Actual gay guys.
Sports are a thing to base video games on, and that's it. But the sports are the most. Sports were slop before slop. Sports are boomer slop. I was like, my mom was like, yeah, you have to do theater. And she, not that she was like into that sort of thing. She just thought because I liked being funny, it would be like an outlet. And she's like, you have to do it. It's that, or you're playing soccer. And I'm like, Mom, but why are my options gay or gayer? Come on. And so, and then that was middle school. And then in high school, I legitimately just followed a girl into theater. I liked a girl and she was doing theater. And honestly, good choice. Good. Just trust me.
You got the good timeline ending. I got the bad timeline ending.
What happened?
Well, I took theater because I knew the theater teacher was cool and would let me goof off if I was like working on stuff in the theater. Like I did help like build stuff and put things together, but
of course,
I was not in that during the productions. Anyways, so I took theater 2 4 times because she would just give me a all access hall pass that was just signed and I could just go and do whatever I wanted and fuck off. Like smoke weed in the prop room.
Another incredible part of you basically, I really think about that. Think about a theater class. Like everybody loves joking on these dorks and dweebs. Totally fine. I get it. But think about what that class is. It's nothing. It's just straight up anarchy. It's nothing. And if the teacher is trying to have that sort of spirit of the theater, they let you do it. They just let you take over. They let you want. I can't tell you how many theater classes I'm just wandering the halls being an asshole during them.
When theater was gearing up for a production, we weren't learning anything. There was a movie playing and all of the people who wanted to help were helping.
Yeah.
And everybody else had to watch a movie and do a quiz.
Yep.
So I was obviously taking advantage of that. Anyways, bad timeline. My dad was picking me up after theater practice one night, and he is never late. Never, ever, ever. And he was late that day. And I am stuck in between the doors talking to a girl. And we hit it off. Right? Fall in love. Fast forward
fast.
a little over 10 years later.
You married her, and that's the bad timeline. I get it, man.
No, I did not marry her. I wasted 10 years of my life on a psycho bitch.
Same. No, we ended up in the same timeline. It was same with the same girl. Hey, you know who I'm talking about? Mary 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So same and same. If you don't know who that is, go back through PodAwful history and find out how that one ended, because that was psychotic. The girl who got mad at me for not showing up to my own birthday.
Yeah.
Same.
What?
Yeah, that's who I followed into theater. That's the only reason I took theater in high school.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was. Anyway, but I saw some horrific things going on in these classes. And the point is, guys like Chud the Builder are just following in the footsteps of the Shakespearean, the Bard. Anyway, there are certain. Listen, I'm just saying there are certain times where it's not just straight. You're not just straight up mincing and prancing by putting on a dress. Okay, he might have an excuse. He might not. But we're not even going to think about that. Not right now. Not during his time of need.
The cross-dressing photo is real. That's a real photo. I'll say, like, that is real. You got me there. Now,
Israel?
Let me note that was not me being a cross-dresser. I didn't have a fucking fetish for being a cross-dresser.
My God, we saw it. Are you sure?
I was. How many times I got to tell this story?
A lot. It's going to be a lot more. Now that you're mandicular, you're going to be saying it all the time.
I was in a band, and I was.
That doesn't explain anything. Okay, so I was in a band, so I get to be a gay guy. So what really turned him gay? Let's find out. Oh, wait, he was in a band. Let's take a listen to some of his music real quick, actually, before we go to this next one. Here's old Billy Sexton. You guys ready to jam out?
Yep, let's go.
It's called 6 p.m. over Burlington. Her. This one goes to her. His girl. Sneaker pimps.
Stay away from me.
Jaden Gang. Find me James's song, please. Find me James's song. I will find you. I will find you. Dude, this is so Nobel Rain. Can he even hear the music? Is he even... Was he in a separate room while this was playing? LOL, you're making this up. No way. I am not making this up. This is Billy Sexton. I mean, you can hear, that's his voice. You can tell that's his voice.
Oh, no.
What?
The video link that I found is removed from the song.
Ooh, we're going to have to find that Nobel Rain real fast. I need it instantly. Okay, well, now I get why he was cross-dressing. Yeah, high definition is my vision. Ladies and gentlemen, music. Music. This is what all music sounds like to me, just to be clear. You can't find me something that doesn't sound like this. Is this what the world sounds like to Fudge Packers? Depends on where the fudge is being packed at the time. God forbid they hit quantize before exporting. Yeah, that's the problem here. It's not enough of a wall of sound. That's the main issue. Probably is the quantizing. Listen, this dude's been I mean, take a look at that jawline. He's been quantizing. Okay, he's more quantize over quality. I see myself inside your eyes. Absolutely just honking. A mirror doorway to your soul. You're everything I've wanted, everywhere I need to go. Oh, he forgot where the song actually stopped himself there. This is a squawk. Whoop. Guys, do we not have Nobel Rain anymore? Am I learning?
I don't have the music video. I have you doing it on that one guy's like call-in show.
Me singing it? No, that's not going to count.
No, it's you played his. Oh wait, no, you actually sung it.
No, he mouthed it. He lip synced it.
Damn, I found James's Nobel Rain SoundCloud, but it's not on there. He's got another song on here. Hang on. No singing on it. That doesn't count.
Interesting.
Here's what I'm trying to find. We got a guy, James Sorenstone. He's a listener of the show. He's also a goon of the show. And he made one of the most autistic, horrific songs of all time. What was it called again?
Visions.
Under his rap moniker Nobel Rain. This song sounds exactly like Nobel Rain to me. I mean, exactly. But James has done everything in his power to try to scrub this song from the internet. He so desperately does not want us to do exactly what I'm attempting to do right now, which is play this song for the 1 billionth time. Nobel Rain Visions. This has to exist somewhere.
It wasn't Angie's channel.
Well, that's fucking long gone. You gotta hear this. The similarity between those two is so insane. Nope, not. Oh man, I'm not pulling it either. I might have it on an old computer. We uploaded the lyrics for it to Rap Genius or Genius.com now. So you can see here popular songs by Nobel Rain, aka James Sorenstone, which we had his full name, and then just this fucking insane picture of him shaving from this horrifying video we made him take. So we have the lyrics. I'm gonna have to perform this now, aren't I?
There's the video of you lip syncing it,
performing it.
Over his
he's
audio.
actually performing it.
No, I was
performing.
Is it?
There's one. I swear you did it on a guy's show and you lip synced it.
I think I performed it for real.
I think the camera was like right above your nose or something.
I'm with Lenny. I'm fairly certain you didn't actually sing it.
There's a reason you kept your mouth out of the video.
Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. I thought I did it because I had the lyrics.
I'm seeing it now. If you just search for Noble Rain Visions or Noble Rain, it comes up. It's on my channel. I'll post it in the side chat. But he's singing it himself, or he's spitting the lyrics. Essentially, he's not.
Well, I tell you what. You know what? I'll just perform it beautifully.
Okay. Oh wait, somebody might have it.
Somebody's got it. Who?
Someone messaged me about something. Oh, it's in a Friday Night Hangout Explosion episode.
Oh God, we'll never fucking find that. All right, I'm just gonna do it over top of Billy Sex.
Okay.
High definition is my vision, separating fact from fiction and the mystical line between dimensions. I think I should mention relationships and the sailing ships run amok by my emotions until these promises broken. Fuck, I'm stuck in the wind and the rain, in the season of my brain, and seeing my betraying of pigeons shitting in my lane. I'm falling apart, I'm drifting like the constellations, gripping the mic and appropriately trying to cross the nation, but I'm not patient with the hate and rage for a beloved piece of my station. Get away from me, away from me. Same thing. That's the same. That's pretty much how it went. Let's hear the real one here.
Where you know what 16
this is just so insane that we're showing this right now. All right, let's go with this version of it. I snuck onto this guy's show where people just go on and sing songs and tried to convince him I was singing James's song live.
N-O-B-E.
There's only one song sillier than this.
For any.
I come back tomorrow because you're
High definition is my vision.
See, it is me doing it. I fucking told you it's
why
me.
did you have it zoomed in then? What?
I just think it's funny to do that. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
Separating fact from fiction and the myth.
Yeah, I knew I would just really be doing it because it wouldn't be as funny the other
Yeah.
way. I
can't even hear a song underneath you. Though.
Okay, we do have a time code, and it is correct.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We've got the original time code.
Yep.
What do you mean the original time code? What are you talking about?
From the Friday night hangout.
Oh my god. Okay. But I'm probably like pausing it. What is the time?
39:17.
I'm probably like pausing it over and over again.
Well, you're playing it.
Screenshot.
Seeing James on camera while you play it makes
For
it
you,
so
big
good.
surprise.
Shout outs to Lisa for
This
that
episode is called A Special Surprise, and the special surprise is that we found James's silly song and we're trying to make him upset by playing it.
Might be like
He's
one
like
of the
the white
first
Darth
Lane appearances.
The hopes and sorrows of tomorrow are forgotten in the moment. Consciously seek it and own it. And when the sovereign brings you down, dethrone it. Because the comets fly like rockets.
Shit, man. Dethrone
I didn't
it.
like Obama.
Dethrone
okay?
it,
You know,
man.
I was very upset.
Damn.
This is a political. Did you guys know this is a political song? He didn't like Obama. This is a right-wing political rap song from 2008.
Oh man,
Very upset with the
dethrone it.
Obama.
Why did you appropriate the culture then? Through the pocket, picked up in red, attached to an electrical socket. And all your GPS information's on a server, pinpointing every movement, private mercenary murder. The country follows the stain across a chain of unforgivable splattering brains and limbs.
Man, Lenny's fucking face, dude. This is so funny.
That needs to be a emoji reaction.
Shit, this is like almost as good as Mike Shinoda, James.
Stop.
This is really
Some glitches in that.
honestly like you.
All right, you get the idea. That's enough. That's enough. You get the fucking idea. There's only one song worse than that. One song.
What is it?
It's also James Sorenstone related. I can say that much. There is one song worse. We do not have the time. Let's move on. All right. So what made
hugs?
What made VRILLIUM actually gay? Well, here's the answer. It was just like Elijah Schaefer, the Jews. Take a look at this.
Who found those photos?
Wait, let's start from the beginning.
Who found those photos? Israelis, my fucking ops. Of course, all the J and all the Israeli people on my fucking Twitter who hate me.
Now I'm not only Peter Thiel, I'm Israel.
They fucking went, found the photo, and what is the first thing they do? Do they fucking put out, oh, here's a photo of VRILLIUM and here's like the backstory on it? No, they put it out and go,
no, because no backstory needed. You look insane in this picture.
oh, here's VRILLIUM. He literally used to be transgender. Like they go crazy with it. And of course they do. Why? Because they want to shut down my channel. They want to shut down my career.
Nobody, I want you making stuff forever. Don't ever, ever, ever stop being on camera. For the love of God, VRILLIUM. Now, VRILLIUM did have an interesting tweet, by the way, speaking of his Twitter. He said, my top super chatter right now is a famous attorney and media personality, my dad. His top super chatter with $100. The guy who he doesn't even know where he lives. 2 months ago was begging him for money. Here he is sending it $100. It's good to see you hydrating. So he's just calling him fat. He's saying he's got a lot of water weight. We may disagree on politics, but I think we can agree on that. So there you go. Dad still loves him, even though his son is an abject failure. Yeah.
Did he have to seduce his dad to get that $100?
Well, you know he was doing a little whining and dining on that one. And just another little mention of dad. I haven't actually pre-listened to this. I just found another spot where he was talking about daddy. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, John? Jonathan, can we fucking get it together? What are we doing? Can I have some fucking meaningful competition, please? I'm begging you.
Who's John? Oh, is that he? Oh, he's saying once again he's doing the I deserve better competition. I deserve a better class of A-log.
Oh, challenge me. This shit's too fucking easy. Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
So he's got this little camera in his hand. He gets up, he walks away. I don't know what he was doing with the camera. Somebody was messing with him. Chat's laughing at him. Oh, I see. Someone says...
I had to put it back carefully.
Maybe he's about to read it. Hang on.
Stuff. My dad did buy... Yeah, he did actually. That's good.
Yeah, someone in chat goes, did your dad buy that for you? The camera.
That's true. He did buy that. Yeah, he did. No, he bought it. He bought it...
He tried to make that sound like it was a joke. Yeah, my dad did buy it for me. And now here comes the reality.
For his studios. People actually wonder why my production quality is so good. So we originally, for my father's show, my background is in production. And so my father has a show.
Oh, he was a techie.
If you know, you know. Okay, we're not going to watch his show, but you get the idea, okay? He built a studio for his show. When we first started off, we weren't using a professional studio. We built a studio in an office. Like, in an office building, we built a studio, and he had to buy all the camera gear himself to film it. So he bought the cameras and stuff. I think it was like $15,000.
I hadn't even seen this clip, and he is actually using the... That's crazy. I've never heard him use that one before.
It was $15K. A lot of it was subsidized by Barstool. Not by Barstool, by a guy, by Kevin Clancy. Kevin Clancy, I think, co-owner, or he sold his shares, used to be co-owner of Barstool. They know each other, and then he like kicked off my father's show, and so they funded the studio. They bought a studio, and then they moved when his show took off. They moved to a proper studio, and they just like had all this gear. And I was moving out to where I live now, and I wanted to build a studio. I wanted to.
Okay, so he stole this gear from Barstool Sports. I guess is the story here. His dad bought it.
Content, because I was like, fuck it. There's no other jobs. The job market's cooked. I'll just start making content.
Yeah, they don't have any job. The only job now is gay guy streamer.
And so I was like, yo, can I take this stuff? And they were like, yeah, whatever you can carry, you can take.
See how it went from his dad got it to now it's this, whoever the mysterious Barstool people.
Bro, I grabbed the fucking hand cart. I put everything on my, I was literally,
And this is what you did with it? You just got a wall, you've got a knick-knack wall. Whoa, how'd you come up with that? Standard knick-knack wall.
Everything I could carry. They were like, anything you can take today, you can have. And I fucking took everything. I was broke at the time. I was fucking broke. Because I was working on a show as the producer. They moved to a proper studio. I was out of a fucking gig. What am I going to do? I was making no fucking money. And even then, I mean, listen, Jim, he's a good dad. Terrible boss.
He calls his dad Jim.
I'm a killer gorilla.
I don't like that. As a dad, as a guy who's got a dad named Jim, you shouldn't be calling your dad that. Please don't do that. Okay? You call him father. You show him the respect he deserves. He's the reason you were alive during that time. You had no money. Gee, I wonder how you paid to live during that time. Thanks, Daddy, for my super chats. Wonder what else Dad has been buying for you. Okay, so his camera equipment, the money he makes on his show, and also all of his followers are straight up daddy purchased. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Schaefer. Let's do it. Here is how Elijah Schaefer closed out his program the other night. Actually, hang on a second. Let me bring up the Goonopticon. This is crazy, okay? You're not going to believe this. Elijah went on a drug-fueled or like drunken rage threatening to kill people. Take a look.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of the week as always. I can't wait for the clips to come out from the show saying that I went on a drug-fueled or like drunken rage threatening to kill people or something, as they always do. Enjoy the clippers and all the A-loggers. You make us famous. You're actually really helping grow the show. We appreciate all the A-loggers and the people that are negatively clipping things. You're really helping us, making us relevant, and you're doing our work for free, and we appreciate you. Have a good night, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.
You're welcome, Elijah, and you're welcome, Georgie. Real quick, small request. Put the glasses back on, okay, Georgie? We're just going to... Listen, man, we love you. We support you. You're everything to us. But please, for the love of God, we're going back to the glasses, okay? We're going to undo the bleach. Elijah's not allowed to have clear, natural, clear hair anymore. And we're going back to the glass. If we ever made fun of the glasses before, we apologize. We're sorry. We were wrong. And we're going back to the glasses. Thank you. This was a fascinating episode. I can't play any more of it for you as a result of this, but an interesting thing was taking place during this episode. I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember.
Yeah. Should I say it? Should I talk about this, or
it might ruin future trolling. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't. Well, they do watch. Here's the thing. They all, just like VRILLIUM, they do watch. He's talking about me. He's the A-loggers and the clippers and stuff. He's talking about pod. Nobody clips them except fucking me and Keno Shea and all that. So he's talking about us here. I'm going to guess that if they were going to figure it out and fix it, they've done it already. I'm really more worried.
Probably.
I'm really more worried about someone going through this episode and then figuring it out and then using that information. What do we think? You think, is Scott going to be mad if I talk about this?
I mean, I text him from my personal number.
You know what? Scott's fine. He'll figure it out. He's fine. He'll figure it out. Okay, so here's what was going on during this episode. This is so fucking funny. I actually got messages about this from people. This whole episode, they were talking about Chud the Builder as well, because you gotta. And he was going on this whole rant about how Chud is actually, he deserves it. He needs to go away forever. Georgie, in particular, losing his mind over this. A really unhinged rant, a very anti-white person rant. I got sent a screenshot from the episode where a phone number pops up on screen. Now, I need to be clear about something. It doesn't pop up on this screen. Like, it's not part of the graphics. It popped up on the screen behind Elijah. Like his TV. His TV was picking up his phone calls. Okay. Now, remember, in the last episode, we were calling his show over and over, or the episode before that, we were calling his show over and over again, and we were texting him. We discovered during this one, while doing the same thing, those are appearing on screen. And while the message didn't show up, once it thought it had the name of the person, the name would show up. iPhone does this thing where if you say your name in a text message, even before they've added you as a contact, it'll say maybe so-and-so. You know, so if they say, hey, it's me, Jim, Billy Sexton's dad, the message will go, maybe Jim, right? Scott, who is from Australia, I just happened to have said to Scott, he said, Elijah's responding to me live on the show. What do I say? And I said, tell him that you are Ben. Now, Ben is Elijah's lady boy fucking Australian co-host that we all hate. And so I figured if this is coming from an Australian phone number, he might believe this is really Ben. And And sure enough, he's like questioning it, but he keeps entertaining it. He's responding to Scott. So after Scott says, oh, I'm Ben, this Australian phone number keeps popping up on the screen behind Elijah, and now it says maybe Ben. So people were seeing that going, holy shit, Ben is calling Elijah, and they're accidentally showing it on the screen. So now we're trying to work this angle, and all of us are texting Elijah going, hey, Elijah, it's me. Elijah is a gay guy. It's me, my name. Elijah is a gay guy, hoping it'll pop up on screen going, maybe Elijah is a gay guy. But unfortunately, we were all blocked from our previous trolling. None of us could get through. Scott had already done it. So now he's Ben. He can't change his name now to Elijah as a mincing fairy or whatever, is a beautiful internet princess. And so unfortunately, it never quite worked. But that's why I didn't end up clipping any more of this episode. But that's okay, because we still got some really big Elijah Schaefer news to end this one on. I couldn't believe this when I saw it, but I 100% do believe this is true. Take a look here. Kiwi Farms tweets out, Rad Femme Hitler. If you guys aren't familiar, it's an account on Twitter, RFH at Hollow Earth Turf. It's this woman who posts about, how women are good and men are bad. She lies. She lies on the internet to say that over and over again. It's a very big account. She every once in a while tweets funny stuff. I believe she is the creator of the meme idea that only women who orgasmed during conception give birth to ensouled children. You don't have a soul if your mom didn't have an orgasm when you were conceived. I think that's like her big, well-known tweet. Anyway, she has for months and months now, for like over a year probably, has been accused of dating Richard Spencer, is he a white nationalist still, or a former white nationalist?
No, he's just a regular Democrat now.
Okay, so
Democrat, really?
Yeah, I do remember he said he was voting for Kamala, but that's like, I remember when he said that, I went, damn, that's actually genius. All of the straight up Nazi guys should just say they're voting for the candidate they don't like to make that guy look bad. That's actually like a really funny thing to do, but he wasn't doing it as a joke, I guess. Anyway, former white nationalist, current gay guy, always mushroom Swiss lover, Richard Spencer. They were secretly dating. Says here now, Radfem Hitler has given birth to Richard Spencer's son. Allegedly, this is Richard Spencer's fourth child, the other three belonging to his ex-wife. Fourth child, first white one. Congratulations. And then they've got Richard Spencer's thread. Now, this is like a secret little coded message to tell you. She's been giving these little secret messages about her pregnancy this whole time. And she was saying before, she doesn't know, in this coded way, she was saying she doesn't know if the baby will be a Taurus or whatever other zodiac sign. So here she is confirming Taurus, which means the baby is born. Now, we won't know if this baby is legitimately Richard Spencer's son. I don't know why he says son, actually. It could be we have no confirmation on gender whatsoever, but Josh Moon. So silly, stupid Josh Moon, I guess. But anyway, we won't know for sure until the baby does enjoy a delectable mushroom and Swiss melt burger. If it spits it out, obviously that's not the right kid. But there's already some questions on the table. Actually, I think straight up, this is not. Now, 100% Radfem Hitler has been fucking Richard Spencer. 100% they are secretly together. I've seen many photos of it. They're caught out together at a bunch of places, a bunch of, political meetup things and influencer shit. That's how they got caught being together originally. They were both there acting weird with each other. Somebody figured out that a photo she posted in a hotel room was the same hotel room that Richard Spencer had taken a photo in. All that kind of standard stuff. And by the way, she took that photo to prove that she's not ugly. Here's the other thing she's super known for is she spent all this time trying to talk about who's ensouled and who's beautiful and women are good. And then, and this is going to floor you, it turns out someone leaked a photo of her and she straight up looks like a dog shit ugly bitch. Radfim Shitler, says Kyler in chat. So, by the way, thank you to everybody who was exposing users in our chat room earlier. Soup Party, Martian Manchild, and Dan G. Thank you so much for that earlier. I did see that. I didn't have time to comb through and see if anyone interesting was exposed, but I do appreciate that. So anyway, turns out she's got more double chin than straight up mandicular. Okay? So that was crazy. Now she's ugly. She's well known as ugly online. She posts a photo of herself to go, actually, I look good. That photo also looked bad. They figure out she's fucking Richard Spencer. And then check this out. She gives birth to the child that is believed to be Richard Spencer's. But Majestic Seagull tweets this out. That kid is Elijah Schaefer's. 9 months ago, she was on his show. By the way, this is Radfim Hitler. So as you can see, I was not over exaggerating. Here she is sitting at the Rift TV studios. It was exactly 9 months ago. Let me ask you a question. What happened to the last blonde girl who sat in this chair? That's right. She gave birth to Elijah Schaefer's bastard child. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at PodAwful. Kyler says, also, VRILLIUM gets down with dogs. Bet my life on it. I 100% agree with that. And you know who else gets down with dogs? Elijah Schaefer. Woof, woof. All right, join the Pizza Fund and get access to Primo content, bonus content, all that stuff. PodAwful.pizza. We'll be live again for a Primo episode soon. Thank you, henchmen.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
H2BH. And until next time, have an awful day.